We are going to start now. I believe everything is in order. All of you can hear the audio, right? It is time now. Royals, can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear.
Very clear. That's excellent. That's good. We are going to start. It's time now. Hi, you're welcome. It's 9 p.m. Nigerian time. 1:31 Indian time. I want at 1 a.m. here in India. Okay, so excellent. Without wasting so much time, as you can see, I believe you can see all the front page, please. Okay, if you can see the page, live cyber attack. The topic of today is live. Okay. The topic for today is live cyber attacks from different angles. Overview of cyber threats and actors from over 15 global cyber attack maps. And I believe definitely there are up to, I think, 18 or 17 different global cyber maps. Okay. I hope, I definitely believe some of you are either joining us from a PC, Mac, Linux, iOS, or their Android. And we are live now. We're going to start. Already 2 minutes. So I don't have to introduce myself once again, only for the sake of newcomers here. I'm Engineer Bash by name. Today, 24 October 2017, 9 p.m. We're starting this now to see if we can make it up to 11. That's the GMT plus 1 hour, and in the Indian time here is 1:30 a.m. Okay, so we would like to quickly start with actually what cyber attack is all about, okay? What cyber attack is all about. What cyber attack is all about, okay? What cyber attack is all about, okay? A cyber attack is any type of offensive maneuver employed by nation state, individual groups, or organizations that target computer information system, okay? Like infrastructure, computer networks, or personal computer devices, mobile devices, smartphones, in order to perpetrate any malicious act, a kind of either using kind of like anonymous source, or in order to steal some certain information, or to simply compromise a particular network. And then at times, some doing this to steal information or to alter information, or at times, like in the case of DDoS, which we are going to see, to simply disrupt or even destroy data or certain amount of information. So basically, it is all about cyber attacks. So earlier on, when I'm preparing this slide, I found out that I cannot easily talk about cyber attacks without taking a little bit about cyber warfare. Okay. Now, what is it about this cyber warfare? Okay, cyber warfare involves the action by a nation state or international organization to attack and attempt to damage another nation's computer or information network through, for example, computer viruses, DDoS, and the rest. And so also through kind of attacks like that of APT and zero-day attacks, which we are also going to see. Okay. Now, we are going to quickly look at the threats and the actors, okay, involved in either cyber attacks or cyber warfare, okay? We are starting with cyber threat, okay? Cyber threat is deemed as any malicious act that attempts to gain access to a computer network without authorization or permission from the owners, or they are simply there to disrupt a computer network or a system. That's what we call actually a cyber threat. So clearly, I would like to start understanding the cyber threat and the actors or the people involved, which we call the actors. So the actors here, the malicious actors here are persons or entity that is responsible for an event or incident that impacts. Incident that impacts means an attacker or a hacker or whoever trying to access a network is a cyber actor, is a threat to that network, and he become a cyber actor when he succeed. Okay, when he succeed, that's when he make an impact to that network. So the property or security of another entity, if you can cause harm, damages to the security of another security platform or an entity, then you are a cyber actor. So the term is used to describe the individuals, group that perform malicious acts against organizations of various types and sizes. From a threat intelligence perspective, threat actors are categorized in this form, either unintentional or even intentional, internal or external, as in the internal threat or from insider's threat or an external threat, okay, which we are going to see them later on the slide, okay? Now, let's quickly differentiate or categorize these threat actors, okay? So these are the threat actors we should know for now, okay? There are state actors, okay? State actors or state threat actors are countries. Simply say like United States, Russia, China, puts Israel, Singapore, Nigeria, Malaysia, Ukraine, India, Pakistan. All these are state actors. They become state actors when it comes to threat actors, when they sponsor hackers or their internal cyber command intelligence or military personnel to launch an attack. Okay, to either launch an attack or they manipulate some form of activists to launch a particular attack on another country. So these are what we call state threat actors. Now, next is the hacktivist. Hacktivists, we are talking of the organization popularly form a advanced cybersecurity unit, and they tend to be anonymous. That's one of their name. Of course, we know of Anonymous, Lulsec, Our Mind, Shadow Brokers. There are many. There are many activists. They easily hacked for some certain ideology or for some kind of their own agenda, okay, which all of them agree to it. And the third part of the threat actor we should know is a terrorist, of course. Terrorists, I don't have to mention names, but let's say ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, they are a good example of terrorists. They become a kind of threat actors or cyber threat actors when they use internet to perpetrate cyber crime, or they perpetrate attacks against their enemies or against their fighters or something like that, okay? And then second to the last, we look at the cyber criminals or kind of criminal organizations. Let's see, Russian mafias, Italian mafias, Nigerian Yahoo group, Badu, all this kind of cyber criminal that use the internet to perpetrate attacks or malicious activities online, okay? And then lastly, we look at the malicious insiders, very dangerous. The last here, I would rather bring them to the front or at the first, but I bring them at the last for us to know about them. This is the very critical part of threat actors. This is, in nutshell, a very dangerous threat actor here. A threat actor or malicious insider is any person, any staff in an organization or an agency with a valid credential that already have access to the network. He has been already trusted into the network, but probably one way or the other, he has some malicious intent and can perpetrate kind of attacks on that network. That is what we call malicious insiders. Malicious insiders. If I can put it this way, though many regard Snowden as a hacktivist, but when it comes to CIA, FBI, they just see him as a malicious insider. He got all the information from NSA. He's got access to sensitive or classified, or rather, let me use the word classified document, and then gave the documents to WikiLeaks, and WikiLeaks publish all the certain information online. So when it comes to CIA, they regard him, we can easily say they regard him as what? As a malicious insider. Why some, of course, regard him as a activist. So in nutshell, these are the threat actors. These are the threat actors, and we need to know them. That's why I just started with them. Okay. So let's move to the next slide. Okay. So now types of cyber threat. Now we have known the threat actors, okay? Threat actors. I summarize who are the actors, who are threats here, okay? Now let's quickly look at the types of these threats, okay? The number one is the insider threat. Malicious employee, as I earlier said, from an agency or corporate organization with valid credentials to access corporate network who can stealthily install either malware, rat, Trojan in order to cause harm or to make the sensitive document of that organization public in a public domain, or make it available, or take it to another kind of state, kind of what do you call espionage, information espionage. Let's say steal information from U.S. server, sell it to Russian from U.S. government. Now go and sell it to the Russian government, steal from let's say Chinese government, sell it to Israel government or United States government, something like that. These are the threats. These are the number one insider threat. Now let's also look at the number two, which I quickly picked here, the DDoS, distributed denial of service, DDoS attack. This is an attempt to make an online service unavailable by overwhelming that particular network or that particular service with traffic from multiple sources. When we say multiple sources, we are talking of botnet attack, malicious sources. If a malicious hacker have access, or he already have his command and control center with thousands, if not thousands, often thousands of botnets, he can easily launch DDoS attack from so many or multiple sources. Okay. Now, number three here I picked is the APT. Okay. APT stands for Advanced Persistent Threat. Advanced Persistent Threat is a targeted attack that uses multiple phases to penetrate a network and then obtain valuable information, or rather sensitive information, over a long period of time till it succeeds. When we say till it succeeds, means in the case of, let's say, APT28, a kind of group state-sponsored attackers, what this type of attackers, APT attackers normally do is they can spend, let's say, months, years attacking a particular or specific target until they hit that target, or until mission accomplished, or until they succeed. We are going to see them live today. We are going to see so many type of APT, DDoS, insider threat during our live map demonstration. But all I wanted to say is they keep on attacking all the time, all the days, all the months, until they succeed. These are very, very dangerous form of cyber attacks. Okay. Number four are the malwares, or computer malware, what we already known as computer viruses, worms, Trojan horses, ransomware, spyware, adware, scareware, and other malicious programs out there on the internet. You mostly get them by simply clicking a link. You click a link, you click an attachment, you simply get malware, or you visited some certain website that normally foster malwares, like torrent site, pornographic site, all these type of site. Mostly malware attackers use those sites, or cyber criminals use those sites to host malware or to upload malwares. Okay. Number five here, as we selected, is the social engineering. Very, very popular and interesting form of cyber attack or cyber threat. Okay. Social engineering is all about psychological manipulation of people. You manipulate someone, trick him, deceive him, manipulate his level of knowledge, understanding, brain, or something, whatever you call it, into performing action or divulging confidential information to you. you deceive him to release certain information by either calling him, sending him a mail, communicating with him, going to his office, going to their corporate organization.
Engineer.
Yes.
Hello, engineer.
Yes, someone, I can hear someone.
The slide is complaining.
Huh?
Yeah, the slide is static. The slide is static. People are complaining over the chat.
Okay, I see. Which slide are we in? Is it the first one, or we are on slide number 3?
The first one. The
oh
first
God.
one.
Oh God. This
The first one.
Okay, this is like just like the earlier problem we faced, right? That time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, during our first program. Okay. What about now? Hello, sir.
All right, thank you.
Can you see it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are seeing the first one. Yeah, the first one.
But okay, let me see. Share screen. Okay, let me do it this way. I wanted actually to make it full screen because it's much better. Let me say full screen. New share. Desktop 1 and share this screen. Okay, sir. I think we have fixed this. Can we clearly see the first slide? Mr. Omar?
Yes, the first slide. Yes, sir.
Okay, the second slide now. What is cyber attack, right?
Yes, sir. We are seeing the first slide.
No, the second.
Yes, sir.
The second slide. I'm now in the second slide.
Yes.
Can you see the second slide?
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
Trade actors.
Yes. Yes. Carry on.
Trade actors. Can you see the trade actors?
Yes.
Good. Meaning everything is
trades and actors. Yes.
Yes. So we are now good to go, right?
Smooth. Yeah.
Good. So
yes,
trade actors in each shell. Okay. State activists, terrorists, criminal organization, and the malicious insiders. Okay. Types of cyber threat. We're here, right? So sorry for the
yes.
Okay, good. Sorry for the little problem. I think last time we experiencing this, but I think this is going to be the last time we'll be expressing this kind of information because this kind of error. Because I now realize what I have to do when I'm sharing a new slide. I have to exit from the previous or pick a full screen, then share it as a new. I now we now resolve this. Thank you, sir. Okay. So social engineering. Social engineering in the context of information security refers to psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or divulging confidential or very sensitive information, either by phone call, clicking a link, going to the corporate organization personally. You go there. Kind of some hackers are very, very confident. They go there physically to manipulate whoever is there. Let's say the receptionist. All of you know that most of the receptionists in certain organizations, they are not that kind of cyber-oriented people or kind of cyber educated people, so they can manipulate it into getting some certain amount of very sensitive information. Okay. DDoS, I talk about DDoS. Okay, sorry, number 6, phishing. Okay, phishing. Phishing is a type of internet fraud that seeks to acquire a user's credentials by deception. It includes theft of password, credit cards, numbers, bank account details, and other confidential information. Please don't contradict social engineering with phishing, but in one way or the other, we can easily say a social engineer can manipulate a person into phishing. If a person is not cybersecurity oriented, he can maneuver him, deceive him into phishing. But I suggest these are two different entities, okay? In my opinion. Good. So now let's quickly pick very, very key two cyber threat vectors here. Let me quickly pick this two key cyber threat vectors. One is the zero-day attack. Zero-day attack. What is this zero-day attack? Because from most of the time, media, YouTube, online news, journals, blogs, we hear about 0-day, 0-day. What is 0-day attack? Okay, a 0-day attack is a computer software vulnerability that is unknown. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. To those who will be interested in mitigating the vulnerability, if you know about it, you will immediately patch it. You will immediately look for an update, a kind of patch or firmware upgrade to upgrade or to mitigate that particular attack or exploit or vulnerability. So until vulnerability is mitigated, hackers exploit it to adversely affect computer programs, data, additional computer, or a network, what we call privilege escalation. So 0-day is active, is very, very dangerous form of cyber threat or form of cyber attack. As we speak, 0-day is there. There are many exploits which are 0-days. They were owned or developed by kind of cyber military command, some certain cyber criminals, some certain advanced cyber hackers. They have them, they utilize them, they exploit a lot of things or attacks until people come to know about this 0-day. Let's say security companies, developers, government experts, or malware analysts, they come to know about a particular zero attack. That is when they, if they develop a patch against that particular 0-day attack, that is when that 0-day will cease to exist. Okay, cease to exist. We mostly see a lot of 0-day when we talk of flash player. Almost every month you may be seeing flash player. So later on in the presentation, we are going to look at the Microsoft Security Center. You can be able to see that even between September and October, there are many 0-day attacks involving flash player. I'm just picking flash player for an example, not because it is from Adobe or something, just for an example. Now, the second very dangerous cyber threat vector here is the APT. We have already talked about APT, but APT, a lot of state-sponsored hackers now use APT. Cyber criminals use APT, hackers, advanced hackers. It's all about persistence. Keep on attacking a particular target, a particular network until you succeed. It can be a person, not necessarily an organization or state-sponsored hackers, okay? A person keep on attacking your network or your organization until he succeeds. Probably at the end of your organization network, you have been updating, patching, while at its own end, he has been attacking, coming up with the new series or new pieces of different attacks. From this level of attack into this level of attack, from this exploit into this exploit, using buffer overflows, a lot of, this is not 0-day, this is not DDoS, please. DDoS is all about disruption. You attack that network to the level that you're making it useless or unaccessible at all from the outside, from the internet, okay? But APT is it's all about persistent, continuously, anonymously attacking a particular network in order to get some certain sensitive information. We mostly read on the hackers blog or cybersecurity blogs about APT, Russian APT, US, Russia, Chinese APT, a lot about APT out there, okay? These are the two dangerous cyber threat vectors I quickly present. So the next slide is about, just quickly about the targeted sectors. Okay, we know the threat actors, we know the threat vectors. I think it's good to know some vulnerable areas or some certain targeted sectors where these attackers or these perpetrators or these cyber criminals used to attack or launch their exploit or their 0 days. Okay, the first, of course, is the government. Some of state sponsors, they are after attacking electric power, supply grid, system for territory control, hospital. We have seen that, of course, from WannaCry in the UK. Hospitals and government control, communication systems, satellite communication system, defense system, military air traffic, airspace control, a lot. This is few, okay, to mention but few here. These are few, but it varies. A kind of a particular threat actor can decide to select a specific target against its opponent or against another entity. Okay. The next is financial, of course. Apart from government, the next thing is financial. Mostly the cyber criminals, well-organized cyber criminals gain from this form of targeted sector or vulnerable areas in form of attacking cryptocurrency servers, banking system, banking servers, portals, banking apps, or something like that, network and things like that. Okay. And the next, of course, is the media, attacking news channels, popular blogs, YouTube channels, media outlet, and certain things. At some certain stage, we come to realize some certain state sponsors hackers, some certain form of state actors. Of course, if we actors, the appropriate name to call, we call them actors, state-sponsored actors. They used to target or attack media outlet, more especially those type of media outlet that are into what we call investigative journalism, investigative journalists. They used to form, they used to try to attack, let's say, WikiLeaks, let's say, Guardians, just to know the sources, or be able, if they can be able to hack the network or attack the network in order to be able to reveal or find out who actually sent a particular information to this news, particular news agency, something like that. So media actually, they come into their own some of the popular targeted segment here. Secondly, last, of course, is the manufacturing industries, oil and gas, SCADA system, trade secret, production blueprint, and the lastly are the communication system, cross communication system, and other people in general, randomly. Let's say like individuals, government high-profile staff, celebrities, business tycoons, and the rest. While I say, if I say randoms, I mean there are some certain group of cyber criminals that mostly or can easily decide to create a random target by launching an exploit against a massive web scan. They can launch a massive web scan to look for any target. It can be anyone, okay? This random target can be anyone, of course. So our well-awaited and interesting slide here to present is the 15 interactive map that visualize the global cyber attacks or cyber war, which we have already defined. We either say cyber attack or we say cyber war, but this is we are going to see this in real time, very soon. We are starting with North map, and then later we're going to move on to Fire Eyes. They have a very nice and very interactive map or real-time cyber threat map. And number 3 here is the Fortinet, okay? And number 4 is the Kaspersky cyber threat map, then Akamai, then ThreatBot, okay? So before going to the next slide, I quickly want to emphasize this. For some vendors who might see this webinar, who might watch our webinar, I'm putting this actually in no order. In no order. I'm not saying I'm putting this down, this off. Not. I'm just putting them randomly. I just didn't. I never decide to either make them alphabetical or sort them out. No, to avoid kind of if I can say partiality or maneuver or something. No. Okay, these are just selected randomly. So we have seen the 6 cyber threat, and we are going to pick each and every one of them, probably for a minute or 2 to demonstrate and see their form of interactive map. Okay, number 7 here with us is the checkpoints. Of course, checkpoints, one of the largest cybersecurity company. They have also their threat map. Next is the Lowering Blast, followed by HoneyNet, and next is Avo Network. We are going to also see that of eSecure. We are going to see that of Team Cypher, and then this last stage we are going to see that of trademark from the Cisco Talus, So also from Intel malware attack, I believe you can remember that guy. That guy, what do we call him? The guy that found out about WannaCry, Marcus Hutchins. If you can remember, Marcus Hutchins is the guy that they say accidentally, accidental a hero who actually found about the WannaCry ransomware. So Marcus Hutchins developed this for botnet cyber threat map or botnet real-time visualization map. We're going to see that. Though the last time I checked, they are kind of doing some maintenance on the site, but we are going to see if it's up or not. Next is the trade metrics, okay? Followed by IBM Expos, followed by McAfee, and lastly, the Alien Vault, one of the latest and fantastic open source intelligence security agency. Oh, I thought it's the last. We are still having some. Oh, duplicate thing. Duplicate slide. Next slide, please. Okay, good. Quickly before going to the live cyber maps, I would like us to understand some motivation behind those attacks or the attack we are going to see. Very, very soon we are going to see these attacks in real time, live, but I would like us to understand the motivation behind these attacks. As we can see, this is statistical analysis by Hackmageddon website that have done extensive research to showcase and analyze the motivation behind some of these attacks. We can clearly see it's 5.5% are cybercrime in the rate. You can clearly see this. It's 5.5%, of course, cybercrime. We can see cyber espionage, 11.8% coming from cyber espionage. Cyber warfare, we are seeing 1.3%. This statistics is as latest as last month, September 2017. Please take note. It's very, very latest. It's not an outdated. It's just a Hackmageddon. Normally every end of the month, let's say this October, they are going to definitely release motivation behind attacks in October, end of October. So what we are seeing is a very latest statistic. And then lastly, we are seeing the activism here with having the same or equal points with the cyber warfare, which is 1.3%. Okay, 1.3%. So let's compare and contrast. Let's look at July and July, August. We have seen September. Let's look at July, August. Where is our slide? What am I seeing here? Okay, go to slide. Okay, slide. What is this? I get it? No, please. I'm very sorry. Let me quickly look for the slide. Okay, this one. This particular slide. Continue from this slide. Okay. Yes, I believe you can all see this. So let's quickly compare between July 2017, okay, and August 2017. So you can clearly see on July 2017, cybercrime having a share of 84.1%, and then cyber espionage 10.1%, cyber warfare 4.3%, and lastly, activism as at July 2017 having a share of 1.4% as part of motivations against cyber attacks or cyber warfare. Okay, and then in August we are seeing a very large portion, up to 77.78%, coming from cybercrime, cyber espionage, taking a share of 10%, and second to the last, the cyber warfare taking a share of 6.7%, and then lastly, activism taking a share of 5.56%. Okay, the source of this, you can clearly see it, and we are going to make all the slide available later, is from Hackmageddon, category cybersecurity statistic. Okay, cybersecurity statistic. Okay, so now we have seen the threat actors, the types of attacks, and threat vectors, some dangerous threat vectors, and so also we have seen, we are going to see live cyber attacks, which though we have just lastly have seen the motivation behind these attacks. So collectively or randomly, I have selected some live cyber threat map, getting to between 16 to 17, which we are going to start picking one after the other and clearly see them. Okay, let's quickly pick the NOS map. Our Firefox, please come on. Firefox here. Okay, we are now going to we have picked the number 1 here, NOS map, and we are going to see live attacks in real time. What is going on in the world? Okay, in the world. Basically, if you can clearly see this, I believe everyone can clearly see this. Okay. This is a real-time attack. The attack's origin, we can see here: China, United States, Ukraine, Netherlands, South Korea, Thailand, Romania, Portugal, and Pakistan. And the attack types, you can clearly see here: Telnet, SMTP, RPP, WebT server, and the rest unknown. Some certain attacks are unknown. Okay, and we can see, of course, the port numbers. Okay, port numbers where this attack coming from, and we can see the target. We have seen the attack's origin, and we can see the target. Here we can, though this is real-time kind of dynamic attack. Real-time attacks is changing, is very dynamic. So we can see attacks target United States, United Arab Emirates, Spain, Italy, Singapore, Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, Portugal. Okay, we can see the live attacks statistics here. For the live attack, we can see the timestamp going on now is live, and we can see the attacker. Okay, we can see the attacker's IP address, we can see the attacker's geo's IP, and we can see the target geo IP. Here I can see, let me just quickly pick one: San Francisco, Dubai. Okay, UAE. We can see the attacking type, Telnet, SMTP, and of course we can see the port. So I believe we have seen this. It's coming from NOS, and a reference link to the NOS cyber threat map is going to be available on the slide so that everyone can later have a better look at this cyber threat real-time map. Let's quickly go to that of FireEyes. FireEyes. This guy is FireEyes are very good when it comes to zero-day detection. Zero-day detection. Let's make it full screen. Okay, full screen. We are now into FireEyes threat map. We are seeing a live demonstration of cyber attack in real time, meaning it is happening now. It is happening now. Let's quickly look at some of the attacks here. New attack from United States, attack from China to Malaysia, Turkey to Malaysia, China to Russia, Federation to United States, Thailand to let me try to give I can be commentator. Sorry to say that. Thailand, Colombia, Egypt, Thailand, this is Egypt to comment. This is coming live and direct. You can see the attacks. Let's quickly have a look at the map. From Philippines to Colombia, you can see Saudi Arabia to Palestine, Korea Republic to Chile, United States to where? Going to Thailand, Bahrain going to Mexico. Where is this coming from? This attack, United States, okay? This one, Portugal going to where? United States. This one, Thailand going to where? Canada. Okay, this one going to Korea. This Thailand going to Colombia. So you can see the attacks here Now let's quickly, we can have a look here, please. You can clearly see this chart. Financial, top reported industries in the past 30 days, financial services, services consulting, telecoms, manufacturing, and insurance companies, of course, insurance companies, okay? So I will, this Fire Eyes, if you want to know more about them, I'm going to provide the link, comprehensive list of all these cyber trade maps. Let's close it from full screen. Somebody is making sound. Let me try to see if I can reach that.
Sorry.
Okay. So let's carry on. So we have seen that of Fire Eyes. Let's quickly pick the next one. We have to be doing this in very fast because there are many. We want to explore some and then little bit talk about some. While some we maybe have to skip in. Okay, quickly the FortiGuard. FortiGuard is another cybersecurity and threat intelligence company. You can clearly see the map in real time is loading. We can see who is attacking who, and we can quickly see the intrusion, 1,000 intrusion prevention rules per week. That's about them, the Fortinet. 140,000 malware programs neutralized per minute. Wow, wonderful, per minute. Let me zoom it so that we can clearly see. This is Nigeria, please take note. No any attack going to Nigeria, but see, which country is this? 545 network intrusion attempts persisted, which means it's APT. 8,000 hours of trade research globally per week. Attacks is going on here. You can clearly see that. Let me make it increase the size so that you can clearly see that. You can clearly see attacks, 290 terabytes of threat samples by Fortinet. We can, of course, see the attacks here. Let's see. We are having dealing with this OPIS, Cisco IP camera, Train Micro, OpenFile, VoIP IP camera. Probably that's IoT attacks. Okay, we can see the severity, which is some here are high, some low, some critical. That critical, very dangerous. Okay, and we can see the locations here: United States, Japan, Ireland, Slovakia, China, and the rest. So this is all about Fortinet. You can explore more when you get the link. Okay, 170,000 malicious website accesses blocked for what minute? Okay, interesting. So this is coming live and direct from Fortinet. Okay, it's coming live and direct Fortinet. If you have time on your system, you exploit it a lot more so that you can be able to see attacks clearly and the type of attacks, of course. One interesting things with the Fortinet, they clearly indicate kind of the attacks vector here. Some Oracle, I can see Novell, I can see a lot of things here. Okay, so good going. Let's quickly go to that of Kaspersky. We have seen of Fortinet live cyber threat map. Let's quickly launch or visit Kaspersky. The popular Kaspersky people, the Russian cybersecurity company. Okay, we are going to Kaspersky cyber threat real-time map. This is coming live and direct. We are seeing attacks from, we can see 5 most attacks here. India, oh, they have seen my IP. So 5 most attacks countries. Anyway, when you have time, you explore. You click on more, you explore. Let's quickly check the threat map. I'm looking for Nigeria. Let's check Africa. Yes, Africa. Please, Nigeria. Okay, like anything going on there? Okay, Nigeria, 60 most attacked country. Nigeria is number 60 most attacked country. Nigeria, take note, according to Kaspersky Cyber Threat Real-Time Map, is number 60 most attacked country. So you can clearly see you can pick one interesting thing with the Kaspersky Trade real-time map. You can pick a country. This is Niger, number 135. Which country is this? Libya, number 89. Let's go to the popular cyber attackers or cyber state actors. Which one is this? Antarctica. Anyway, is actually okay. Brazil. Anything from Brazil? Number 6. Oh wow. Number 6, Brazil. Oh, good to go. Oh, yeah. United States. Okay. Number 4, United States. So we don't know which one is number Canada. Number, US number 4. Greenland number 291. Nothing there. United States number 4. I think where is Russia and China? We are interested in either Russia. Yeah. Russia. Number 1. Very correct. This country having some of most sophisticated malware developers. If the Kaspersky, a company originated from Russia, says Russia is number 1 most attacked. Oh, the minimum number 1 most attacked. No, wow. I was thinking the number 1 got attacked, so it is number 1 most attacked. Oh, let me quickly go out from Kaspersky. Just kidding. So we have seen that of Kaspersky. Let's quickly see that of Akamai. Please, Akamai, load it quickly. We don't have much time. We have so many live trade map to build. So let's quickly visit Akamai. This Akamai, if I can talk a little bit about them, they are one of the leading anti-DDoS company, or rather cybersecurity company. Okay, just like Cloudflare. So they don't have much here. We cannot see much here. Okay, let's quickly scroll. What we are interested in is always Nigeria. Nothing here, not too much. Let's quickly see their statistic. Okay, anyway, you have attacks, please. Yeah, interesting. So the attacks. What we are interested in the attacks. So you can clearly see here Illinois an IP address for the past 24 hours attacks going on, or probably they are attacked. You can see here which country. Which country is this, please? France. You can here see the Russian Federation here. Anyway, this is not interactive. Anyway, sorry, Kamai. Let's check another one. Make it interactive, please. Trade bots. Let's quickly look at that of trade bot. Trade bot. So we are going to trade bots. Internet hacking attacks attribution real-time trade map is loading. Mostly when I'm doing cyber trade intelligence researches, I take note of that trade bot loading when you refresh. At times you have to refresh. When you refresh, then it starts loading gradually. It's loading now. We can clearly see the attacks live. So here we can see Stugnates, APT28, Extra Bacon, 4chan, Flambeau, Heartbleed. You see, some are still using very old exploit, very old vulnerability, which is a heartbeat. APT, Tora, Black Orifice, some are using meta exploit. You can clearly see that for those who have seen our meta exploit, you can see what the meta exploit can do. Advanced persistent trade and many anti-freedom. So we're interested in Nigeria. Anything there, please? Nothing. So attack from where going to where? United States. Going to where? Japan. This Mongolia. Where is this, please? Let's see this Germany. Okay. Unexpected negative. Okay, here, United States. Where is here? Portugal. So we are going to make the link available so that you can have a look on that of TradeBot. Okay. So let's move on, please. We have seen 6. What we have already seen 6. This sound, making sound, not good. Okay, we are going to Checkpoint. Checkpoint is one of the leading firewall vendors, cybersecurity company They do training, they do cloud intelligence and things like that. Okay. We can see attacks today from, according to Checkpoint, 7,462,118 now. Okay. Attacks yesterday, 16,283,849. Okay, let's quickly see the top target countries. Target by country. We see United States, Russia, Taiwan, Germany, Denmark, India, United Kingdom, Turkey, Colombia, and Israel. So we can see the map here. You can see the map, Canada, something very hot. You can see it's red, very, very hot. It's going down here live and direct. Some computers or some servers getting hit. Okay, we can see Brazil, Ireland, Russia to US, US to Russia, Russia to Israel, Israel to Russia, things like that. Okay, so we can see the timestamp, the attacks, and the source, the target. You can see the target with this sign symbol, and that's the source. And you can see the target with this symbol. Okay, so when you have time, you explore it more. Let's quickly take Learning Glass. And please, I hope this is interesting. You are finding it really interesting by seeing this attack going on live. Okay, so we are going to Looking Glass cyber security company. They're having very, very interesting trademark with the good statistics. I'm very glad to say this is one of my favorite, anyway, if I can say that. So we can see infections in seconds. Okay, and we can see the statistic here by date, which is today. Okay, according to the timestamps here, we can see the live attacks 200, 209, 213, and we can see the type of the exploit: computer sality, mobile paying insist, and the rest. We can see the botnet, of course, sality, botnet attacks carrying 177 as I speak, 180, 1x2. Okay, mobile attacks 96, computer 41, and zero access 1, according to botnet statistic from Looking Glass trademark. Okay, we can see countries here: Iran, Islamic Republic, Egypt, South Korea, Russia Federation, Venezuela, as in topping. Okay, you can see 32%, 12%, Venezuela, Russia, China, Venezuela, China, Algeria, Angola, Morocco, United States, Nigeria. Oh yeah, it's Nigeria. Okay, let's get Nigeria. What is going on? Nigeria. Something attacking someone, or something doing a scamming, or someone launching an exploit from Nigeria. You can see it clearly here. Infection at this location, Abuja, Nigeria. You can see the timestamp, and you can see the ASN here. EMTS. Probably it is a lot, if I can guess that. But we didn't see the IP, but of course we can trace the border gateway, BGP. That's the border protocol, border gateway protocol. Let's quickly see that of, let's trace this BGP. Okay, let's trace this BGP quickly. We have seen Nigeria, someone doing something in Nigeria. Let's get this from Hurricane Electrics, one of my favorite BGP providers, BGC statistic. They used to provide very fantastic information. In fact, they are added or included in our reference. Okay, so we are going to see this BGP data AS37076 from Hurricane Electrics. Who is this attacking who, or launch an attack, or has been attacked in Nigeria, on which network? Loading, please. Loading, please wait. Okay, quickly, please loading now. Yes, okay, I have to put this thing again. ASN. Okay, loading, nice. Oh, okay, yeah, this is, as I guess correctly, it is like Nigeria, and we can see detail of the ASNs here. Okay, BGP routing protocol. is from Nigeria. You can see the graph here, of course, if you want to find out from where and where that network originated or linked to the relationship of that network connected to which network from which network, okay, through the internet backbone of the BGP routing, okay. Prefix can be seen here. The prefix IP address. We can see who connected to that network, interconnected between the Etisalat, Begacom, Internet Exchange Point, Layer 3, American International School, Wilbur, Nigeria. They appeared with that network. That's all we can view on that network. We have seen these attacks and we have seen Nigeria. We pick Nigeria as a case study. And it's interesting. One interesting thing with this looking glass, we can filter and get more options here. Infection details, okay? We want to see the infection details here. We want to, okay, infection details. You can clearly see the infection details here. Who is attacking who and what kind of exploit or attacks taking place. Good. We have seen that of looking glass. Let's keep HoneyNet, not HoneyNet. The link is there. Okay, let's just quickly. I don't know how much time we have, but let's quickly have this, because at the last we are going to talk a little bit about preventing ourselves once again against the cyber threat. So, okay, HoneyNet map loading. 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 While it's loading, we cannot wait. We can pick another trade map while the HoneyNet's loading. Okay, we cannot wait. Oops, that's all. The network is down or something. They're using Cloudflare. I can see that here. The ID. The network is down from our end, or we cannot reach it simply. Probably not down, but we cannot reach it from our point or from our endpoint here. So we are going to which one? We are going to that of Arbor Network. They have what we call the digital attack map, in real time. You can see United States to where is this? Anyway, you can see that this is Belgium, DE, Russia. Okay, Russia. Okay, what do we have here? Russia. We have here United States. Okay, so let's quickly look at the types of attacks. Source code is here. You can clearly see the source code, the type, duration, destination port, regional combined, the large attacks on South Korea, Australia, India, and 4 others. Okay. Size of bandwidth 24 gigabit per second. Wow, very much. Okay, so this is all about digital attack map from Arbor Network. Let's quickly go to eScale. Okay, so I've seen that of digital attack. You can explore more on your own in the network. Sorry. FSecure. So another from FSecure, you can see Trojan ransom top 10 at the last 24 hours. You can see Trojan backdoor agents, protection unwanted, this warm Trojan 24 hours and timestamp. So we can see the timestamp here. That's all they have. Me, not that too much, not that interactive. Okay. Okay, so let's quickly look at what Team Cypher have. Probably what they have, as I know, is they used to record their own cyber threat map and make the video available. So we are going to skip that, but we can clearly see Internet Malicious Activity Map, World Map by Team Cypher. Okay, what they have is recorded of what cyber attacks as at yesterday, 23. Today is 24. Okay, you can see the video link here to view or download. Okay, see it as yesterday. So that's what Team Cycle have. Let's quickly go to the next. Cisco Talos. Wow, great. Okay, so I hope it's interesting, if not boring. We are enjoying this. Let me hear this. If we're enjoying this, please. Are we really enjoying this, engineer? Okay. Please let us know if we're enjoying it. Hello, Royce.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. I'm following you.
Okay, good. Okay, Umar Zachary, are you with us, please? Okay, good. So let's continue. Okay, we are here on the.
Yes,
Yeah, with us, right? Good.
Good.
Good. Thank you. So we are here in the Cisco Talos, one of the largest hardware or network hardware vendors, switch, Cisco routers, all this stuff, including cyber security and other stuff. They also have their own cyber threat map under what they call Talos Intelligence from Cisco. Okay, let's not waste time and look at the map here. This is the map, the attacks. But what we'll be interested is to kind of do. Okay, let's go to Nigeria here. Repetition. Look up. Repetition. Yes. Repetition. Let's do a repetition on this map. We wanted to see anything coming from Nigeria. Anything from Nigeria? Yes, there is. We can clearly see, according to Cisco Talos Intelligence, something coming from Nigeria. You can see email, probably scams, volume change minus 19%, volume, email volume 6.7, last day and last month. Spam volume 6.5, you can see it here clearly, and it is Nigeria. You can even click on the link, okay, on that Talos. The link will probably give you much more overview of what is good, what is bad, or what is poor, what is excellent when it comes to Nigeria. You can see top IP addresses used to send email in Nigeria. IP address used to send email, please, so that you cannot get me wrong. So you can see IP address, Hyperia, good, MTN, good, last day bottom, good. Which one is here for? Spectronet, Hyperia is here. Corporates, Facebook, Hyperia, Globacom, Nanocom, IPNX, Globacom, KCON, many. Okay, so this is for research purpose only. Please, please, you shouldn't use this information or abuse it. We are only doing this for informational purpose, so that you shouldn't pick somebody's IP address, start scanning, or do any malicious activity. Please, please, I warn you, and I'm begging at the same time. Warning and begging, if possible. Okay, so this is EcoBank, MTN, Airtel, Main One, Swift, Secretary, many IP addresses are here. You can see their reputation. Okay, reputation by Nigeria. I just picked Nigeria. That's my country. So we have seen what Talos have. Okay. You can see reputation, overview, email, spam data, malware data. You can see a lot of things. You can see a lot of things. You can see a lot of threats. This thing here, malware data, reputation support, and things like that. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Somebody want to say something? Monir Abdul Hamid. Any problem? Omar Zachary.
Yes. Sorry. On that.
Please,
on that table, I'm seeing a remark on the right that shows good for. What does it stand for?
Yes, it's just repetition, as in based on their findings, how emails went, or how emails received, or how emails were sent. Let me quickly go back. Do it again. Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria. As I always say, you can explore it more by yourself. Here we are on live demo. So, but if you have a good time playing with this trademark and exploring more during your own research activities. Okay. So, repetition by IP. We are going to repetition by IP. So, when they say repetition, they are talking of network used to send what? Spam messages. I hope you are getting it. Are you with me, please? Are you with me, please? Anyway, total global email and spam volume for September 27 last month. Average daily legitimate email volume is 62 billion. That's the legitimate emails volume. While the average daily spam emails volume is 367.7 billion. Okay, email volume changed from previous month to 13.6%, while spam volume changed from from previous month, sorry, plus 15%. So the total spam 85%, legitimate 14.92%. That's general, not Nigeria. Please take note, not Nigeria, but general. Okay, you can see this global volume, and you can see the top senders. Who are top senders? Please show us the top senders. You can see the top senders, of course, and you can see top sender by network owner, Microsoft, Amazon, yeah, of course, email service providers, Google, Meraki, OVH, Yahoo, Rackspace, China Telecom. Okay, you can see that's a global top sender by country. Top senders, United States, United States. Top sender by country: United States, France, Brazil, China, Germany, Canada, India. Okay, so going back to your answer, though we actually selected a question and answer series, but let me quickly go back to Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria. We are back to Nigeria, trying to answer your question. Is repetition overview. They can easily tell you, according to like network providers or spam house network traffic or honeynet, the repetition of a particular network. If someone uses some ISP network to launch an attack or send spam, what this kind of threat intelligence people know, or threat intelligence network can easily capture via their honeynet, is the IP, of course, the IP. They don't know the person, they cannot trace the person, but they can trace the IP and collocate or tag the IP and know from where the IP or the spam coming from. So I believe this answer your questions. Let's quickly move on. Let's quickly move on. Have that answer your question, please? Okay, cannot hear you, but good. Let's continue.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
okay.
fine.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Let me mute your audio. Someone's posted on. Okay, mute. Yes, I think. Okay. So as I said earlier, this guy's website, Marcus Hutchins, is down for now, probably for maintenance. This is the guy that accidentally stopped the WannaCry ransomware. Last time, you know about the ransomware, which is very, very popular, widely covered on the global media and other blogs and blah, 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 things like that. Okay, it's down for now, but you can clearly see Authority's website, malwaretech.com. That's the guy's website. He has a botnet tracker. That's the map we try to access, botnet tracker. You can visit there to see more about Petya ransomware attack, what known, WannaCrypt. Sorry, I was saying WannaCrypt, infection country accuracy, and other data. Okay, so that's all for that map. Let's quickly pick the next trade metric. Okay, trade metric. Let's quickly go. Don't know much about our time. Quickly. Okay. Yeah, we're now going to another cybersecurity company by the name Trade Metric. metric. Okay, trade metric. These guys have one of good fraud analysis map or real-time fraud detection mechanism or detection network or kind of threat intelligence, whatever. Okay, so trade metrics is loading. We can clearly see the cybercrime trade map loading. I have to scroll down here. What do they have? Fraud attempts from the threat metrics digital identity network. This is live stream of fraud attempts prevented by digital identity network. Please wait a few seconds for map to update with the feeds highlighting the origin of account takeover attempts, payment fraud identity, spoofing attempts. Interesting. So this is the map. They have very, very interesting map. Okay, they have done a great job. Okay, we can see high risks from Paris, France, Mauritius, United Kingdom. Explore it more by yourself on your own to get more. And one fantastic thing I like from Threat Metrics, they have a kind of clip code here, a kind of little code that you can copy and paste to your website if you want to stream their cyber crime threat map live on your website. Very, very interesting. Okay, so you should take note. This is what they have. Actually, I wanted to quickly go to Nigeria. We don't have time, but let's move on. IBM Expost. IBM Expost requires account to open this. Last time I checked, I cannot remember my login, IBM login, but a link will be provided. Okay. A link will be provided, or simply search for Exchange Expost IBM Cloud, real-time, what do we call it? Real-time trade map, real-time trade map. But let's use guest. Since I cannot log in, let's quickly use the guest. Okay, guest. Let's use guest. We can log in. We can log in as guests. Guest. Please log in. Yeah. Login. Okay, before login, as of yesterday, what do we have? Most infected countries. Number 1, India. 2, Indonesia, Italy, Mexico, South Korea, Turkey, United States, Colombia, Vietnam, Israel. You can see the map here. Okay, Nigeria. Can you help us with Nigerian data? Or until we log in? Login. I think they have a guest platform whereby you can be able to explore a little bit about their trade map or their trade intelligence solutions. They are one of the leading networks, services, cloud security, a lot of things. Okay, we all know about IBM. I don't have to talk about them. So there are somewhere they provide guests. You can, of course, create a free account. I think somewhere. So let's move on. IBM. Then we move on to McAfee. Quickly. Here, McAfee. Let's go to McAfee. Virus info, global virus map. Okay. Now we are into global virus map from McAfee antivirus solution providers. They are well known into antivirus solution products. Okay. You can see their map, very small, not interactive, of course. You can see different of mapping, malware, spam, attacks, and attackers. What are we interested in? Spam. Of course, from where? Nigeria. Let's check. Where is Africa? No. I think. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Interested. Where is this place? Nigeria. Oh, Africa. Nigeria. Yeah. We are in Nigeria with a point. Probably Lagos. I can guess. Yes, 41781572227. We don't know whose IP is this, but this IP is originating from Nigeria, sending what? Spam to somewhere. You can clearly see that. If you want to do a little search, pick the IP. You pick the IP, you say what? You say BGP, Hurricane Electric. Then since I'm using Dropbox search, I paste the IP. Oh, sorry. Let me simply say IP in detail. IP in detail, right? IP in detail. IP in detail. Let's just go to IP in detail and paste that IP. Okay, this is the IP. Let's quickly paste it here. Try to see who is spamming who. This IP is blacklisted. Your IP is in blacklist. No, this is not my IP. This is a Nigerian IP. The IP, this is located in Nigeria, which is owned by CW House and its ISP, Computer Warehouse Group. You can find more details here. Refresh data. Okay. This in IP details, you can be able to see IP, your IP blacklist check. You can check if a particular IP has been blacklisted or what. You can see very large number of IP address originating from a particular location, a particular country, particular website, IP distance, and lots and lots more. Okay, lot more. You can even hide your IP. So we have found out that that IP is originated from Nigeria, probably from one of the Nigerian ISP, and then the organization might not know that their user or their subscriber is maliciously sending a spam message or attack to another country. So we're going to Alien Bolt. Hope this is the last. I pray so. Yes. I guess so. Oh, not the last. Okay, we are going to Alien Bolt now. Okay. So today's, as you can see, today's interactive session or today's webinar is all about map. It's all about what? Trade map, real-time attacks, real-time actors, real-time attack vectors, real-time IP address and locations originating source and destination of all these attacks. Okay, so we are now into, we have accessed Alien Bolt Open Trade Exchange dashboard. We can clearly see top malicious IP address here. You can see the country, 103 malicious activities there with this IP. 105 malicious activities. This IP, 102 malicious activities. This 96. Okay. We can also see top malicious countries. Here we have China, 17,107 malicious IP. We can see the next, follows by China, #1, followed by United States, Brazil, India, Russian Federation, Korean Republic, Turkey, French, Argentina, a lot more. Okay, so our interest based is where you can always say Nigeria. Okay, where can we locate Nigeria? We can locate Nigeria here, if I'm very correct. So let's quickly see what they have, what Alien Balls have, trademark have according to Nigeria. We can see this IP top trade from Nigeria with this IP. One, malicious activities going on with this IP, definitely, according to Alien Bot. Another IP, malicious activity, another IP, malicious activity, all from Nigeria. Okay, all from Nigeria. So let's quickly pick one. Okay, let's randomly pick one IP. Since we are on live trade map, let's see what is happening. Actively malicious, monitor address, this 21st Century Technologies Limited, Nigeria. Whoever this company is, you have to take note that their IP is, or somebody somewhere is using an IP to do a malicious activity. Please find out, or use Alien Bolt to find out. We are not here to teach or guide a particular corporate company. We are only here to showcase live or real-time trade threat attack map. Okay, trade attack map. Let's quickly go back to these people. Trade of live feeds. You can see the live feed here. You can see countries live feed of malicious activity from the OTX database. This from their own internal or exchange database from Alien Bot. Okay, you can actually find a lot of interesting threat intelligence related stuff from Alien Bot on your own. Okay. So far so good. We are going to the last 6 quickly. We are going to the last 6. No, not last 6. I think this is duplicate. Let's quickly remove this. I think we, from this alien bolt, we have come to the last last trade map. I guess we probably covered um, um, 18, if I can guess, 18 different trade map. This, from this 18 different trade map, you can explore them more, and you can find out where attacking originated from and where a particular attack going to. Okay, so far so good, and I think that's all we have for now. 18 different sophisticated, some interactive, some not, some non-interactive maps, which we have showcased and present live and direct, having a threat map and various with various attack vectors. Some of these attack vectors, please remember, they are of course state-sponsored cyber war between countries. Okay, so let's quickly go back to our slide. What we have just done, we have demonstrated the live attack. Let's go from this slide. Very sorry. Yes, here. Continue from this slide. From the current slide. Okay. So we have seen, instead of 15, probably over 15 live cyber war, live cyber attacks. We have demonstrated and we have viewed some IP. We have seen some countries, and as I said earlier on, this for informational purpose, please. It's only meant for informational purpose. It's not meant for any other consumption apart from that. Okay. So now this brought us to a point, or a next slide. We wanted to quickly discuss about if we have been hacked. Have I been hacked? Now, this is a question I wanted each and every one of you to ask himself. Have I been hacked, or have I been phoned? What normally hackers refer to. Okay. So we can clearly see here, according to ihavebeenphoned.com website, so far 245 website has been hacked. Okay, and hacked accounts so far in their database, 4,792,153,725 hacked accounts. And according to what they have pasted or dumped account, 56,396. And the lastly, best account, 53 million, 53 billion, I think. 724,900. I cannot get this. So this is the source actually. Let's quickly have a look there. Okay, before going to the next slide, let's quickly demonstrate this. So we are now going to this website. So for your information, and for the purpose of this presentation, this website is all about checking if you have an account that has been compromised in a data breach. We have seen various type of cyber attacks and attackers. Now we are quickly demonstrating a platform, a website, where you can easily check if your account has been ever compromised in a data breach. So I know no one is going to give me his account for demonstration purpose, but I am going to use my own. Okay, I'm using my own bajtech@gmail.com, of course, to see whether it has been found. The last time I checked, of course, it has been what? Attacked. How? Oh no, hacked or attacked. Found 4 breaches site and found 2 places where they have pasted my email and probably my MD5 hashes of my email address. How comes? Yes, of course, because you can clearly see I have used a web host. Okay, March 2015, and then I'm using Dropbox. No, actually, these attacks happened in 2015, and then I am using Dropbox, and in mid 2012 it supports attack and another attack in August 2016, and then lastly this guy is exploit in Linkage in May 2016. Linkage had 164 million email addresses and password exposed. Yes, of course, I'm using them. But since then, I have changed my password and from other forums. So let me quickly tell you something interesting about this website. Okay, there is a link here below. Notify me when I get hacked. Here, what I recommend each and every one of you, for those who are not familiar, some of you may be familiar with this website and some are not. And for those who are not familiar with this website, here you can enter your email address, tick the robot box, and then click notify me of phonage. Notify me if I'm hacked. If my email has been dumped or has been pasted on internet, public domain, please quickly alert me. Very, very interesting website. Okay, and we have seen, I have demonstrated with my email, which sometimes, because I'm using other website which has been hacked, it was the email and the password or the encrypted hashes have been exposed. Okay, so let's quickly move on. And we have seen this, and the next thing we're interested in is the Shodan, not a new program or a new lecture about Shodan, but what we are going to see is check if I am in Shodan, another platform just like the one we have shown you, but this one is all about Internet of Things, SCANA. Okay, check if your internet connected device at home are public on Shodan. If they are, this means they are accessible to the public and hackers. Okay, actually, this guy, I think probably he's using API or something like that from Shodan, which earlier on or during last webinar, Mr. Omar Farouk has talked about this. So let's quickly go to or visit this interesting website. Okay, very interesting website, just like this one. Let's quickly see what they have. Enter. Okay, loading. So we are here. It says Internet of Things scanner. Check if your internet connected device at home or public is on Shodan. Let's quickly click if I'm in Shodan. Okay, if my IP, my network is in Shodan. It's of course on Shodan. Oops, you are on public. You are public on Shodan. Can you see this? Wonderful. Shodan has found that 3 devices on your network are accessible from the internet. You can see large deep scans here. Lastly, I checked it and I found that one of the IP of cost is on public Shodan. Now, why? Let me quickly scroll down here. Your network is reachable through for 80. Yes, of course, is for 80 because my ISP, they're using that, not actually MikroTik hotspot. Their hotspot is online, is live. Probably that's why because they have a web server online using their hotspot system. That's why, of course, it's accessible or is viewable on the public domain. I can scroll down here. You can see a network is reachable through for 161. True for your network is reachable through for 2000 and the rest. If I check down here, probably you see the particular IP. If I check down small or little bit, you'll be able to see the particular IP address, which is on public at Shodan or is public on Shodan. This is all we can display about this website. And then let's quickly go to the last one. We are going to the last one, sorry. We are now going to the last interesting things of today. Okay, apart from the maps, I can easily recall 3 very interesting things we have done today. We have showcased live thread map. We have showcased where you find out if your email has been exposed to the internet. Some hackers hacked Gmail or somewhere and exposed your website. Let me quickly show you something very interesting, please. Don't mind me. Let me quickly go here. Let me show you something because you may easily say why I didn't see the website I'm using or a particular social media or social platform or network or service provider. Here quickly, please, I'm showing you bridge website that have been loaded into this people's server. You can, I'm going to quickly look at this here. You can see Modaco, 711 million. You can see, let me just, I'm interested on the popular ones. You can see MySpace, Linkage, Adobe account, Badu. You can see, of course, Dailymotion, Dropbox, Image. You can see Discussed. You can see Zomato. You can see where is Google? Yeah, you can see GTA gaming account from Google or Bitcoin or something. You can see a lot. I made the link available. You can see this, anything you see here, the email of the email account of that particular network or that particular social media or social platform has been compromised. And if you have account with them, the password or the MD5 hash is there on the internet. It either have been cracked and exposed the password, or the hashes are out there on public domain. So that's what I quickly wanted to show you, and I did. So lastly, we are going here to find out safe network. Okay. Sorry, what is happening? mapskycure.com. We are going to mapskycure. Okay. What are we doing here? We wanted to find unsafe network. How? By entering our location. Enter your location. Here, my location is in here. It can easily talk. These guys have some certain kind of application or web application that can easily detect what unsafe network. This is real-time map shows unsafe network around the globe, around the world. Some indicate malicious attacks, while others are insecure and should not be used for business or sensitive communication. You can clearly see. You can pick one here. You can, if you like, you can pick. If you pick Nigeria, okay, Nigeria, quickly, please. Let's quickly go to Nigeria. Anything up there? Why are you not showing me Nigeria? Okay, going to Nigeria. Where is this? Ogbomoso. Where is this? Onisha. And this one? Can I see this one? Abuja. Okay, let's go to Abuja. Skycare is recently identified a threat on a network called Poki Bambino. Connecting to this network will result in leakage of your sensitive information. Wow, wonderful. Ogbomoso. Okay, Skycare recently identified a threat, a network called LMU Metro Wi-Fi. Connecting to this network will result in leakage of your sensitive information. So you have seen that. Interesting. And the website is mapskycure.com. Very, very interesting. You can search any country, any location around the globe. Okay, and that is our last demonstration, from which we can quickly go into now round of our presentation. So let me quickly talk about Nigerian cybercrime landscape. We have seen what is happening around the globe, but Nigeria, all we know is about scamming. Okay, so you can see the landscape. The number one in Nigeria is scamming, of course, and we all know about scamming. We don't have much time to talk about it. And the number two, of course, is phishing. That's what our organization is against. That's what our organization confronting. We are educating the public against phishing, which is very, very dangerous. And the number three is the phishing form of calling, saying BBN, this, give us your account details, that your ATM has been blocked or something. That's the phishing. And number four, of course, is the submission. Phishing is entirely different with submission. Phishing is calling. They call you. The Yahoo or the 419 people simply call you, and then they trick you or deceive you. Okay, not phishing. This is not phishing, but it's under phishing, of course. Now, phishing, submission is, of course, the SMS part of it, the text messaging part of it. They can easily say, okay, Ojen, your account has been disabled. Call us now or something. That's number 4. And then number 5, of course, some advanced Nigerian cyber criminals use RAT, and some may be using botnets. That's the expert or the very top gurus among them. And the lastly is the carding, stealing card or buying card or manipulating ATM card or something. Okay, that's all we have this. And then we also have secondly, the last year, I quickly showcase 3 key recommendations to stay safe from cybercrime. How to stay safe from cybercrime or cyber attack, because we have seen them now. Today we have seen them live, okay? Live and direct. So to stay active and current or safe from cyber attacks, we have to be up to date. We have to make our system up to date. Be a cybersecurity conscious person. Be on alert. Observe, monitor, and keep an eye on the latest cyber threats, attacks. You can do this simply from following relevant groups like our group on WhatsApp group, Instagram, and things like that, or visiting our website, or visiting sat.ng, visiting newsletters, cybersecurity forums, or bulletins. Be careful of posting personal information on social media, okay? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and things like that, okay? And number 2, update system OS applications. Use genuine operating system. Get the last operating system like a Windows or something, if you are not using Linux, okay? If you are using Windows, update it frequently, update it all the time, make it automatic possible, okay? Have a good working and updated antivirus software, install malware and rootkit apps, use VPN if you can, use Microsoft Security Essentials, and firewalls, endpoint if you are in corporate organization, etc., etc. And lastly, educate staff. If you are an employee or you are COE or CSIO, educate your staff cordially. Continue to educate your staff. Create a cyber security policy for your staff. Adopt and review. Bring your own device. Bring your own device means everybody comes with your own smartphone to your company and accessing the company's network. You don't know what if their mobile or smartphone has been compromised or not. So you have to create or review bring your own device policy in your organization or in your corporate organizations. Okay, organize frequent staff training, awareness campaign, monitor and continuously audit your entire network security readiness against cyber attack, probably through network security assessment or vulnerability assessment or penetration testing. You can contact penetration testers for that. Okay, so and then I will leave this for you since it's available on the slide from CESG. CESG, of course, is a part of UK Cybersecurity Center, UK. They are part of National Cybersecurity Center. They have showcased or pinpoint 10 steps to cybersecurity. You can clearly see them. I will just call them quickly. User education and awareness. I have just mentioned that. Home and mobile working, secure configuration, removable media control, managing user privilege, incident management, monitoring, malware protection, and lastly, network security. This is kind of information risk management. This is how you can easily establish effective governance structure and determine your risk appetite. Okay, maintain the board engagement with the cyber risks and produce supporting information risk management policies. Okay, so now I will use a minute or two to little bit for the newcomers to talk about who are NAPWG or who we are. Okay, what do we do at NAPWG, Nigerian AntiPhishing Working Group? First, I can easily say we started as an NGO providing cybersecurity alert and awareness on social media, WhatsApp group, Instagram, Facebook, etc., etc. And then secondly, we are doing webinar. As you can see now, today we are doing a live webinar, and also very soon we are going to start training and also writing publications and research papers on cybersecurity. Okay, in the future we are going to be doing penetration testing and vulnerability assessment to NGOs, agencies, corporation or corporate, etc., etc. And of course, we will continue campaign against scamming, phishing, and all other form of cyber crime in Nigeria to make Nigerian web space safer and clean to do business. And with that, in the future, nearby future, we are going to introduce bug bounty programs to Nigerian Cyber Community. And you can always reach us at info.nav.ng. And you are always welcome for sponsorship of other events or our webinars you are always welcome. For webinar sponsorship and other events, you can reach us via our email. Okay. So now that's all for now. I believe this is a wonderful presentation. I believe some of you have learned a lot today and have seen a lot. So these are some of reference you can go through. I think 20 probably. And then lastly, question and answers. So we have come to an end of this presentation. Now we are going to give a platform for question and answers. Let me enable the.
Hello.
Yes, yes. We can hear you now. You can ask your question.
Okay. Thank you very much for the webinar.
Okay.
It was very, very informative.
Thank you.
It's great. I learned a lot.
Okay.
Okay. I just have two questions. I wanted to ask them before I forget.
Okay.
Regarding the thread map we just went through, you know, I believe not all attacks are malicious. Because how do you tag those attacks that come from, say, cybersecurity labs, maybe for educational purposes? I'm sure if people carry out things like DDoS or even Metasploits, it's still going to show on the map. So what happens?
I don't think
Does
that
the map still flag them as malicious?
No. I don't. If I get you very correct, organization doing penetration testing or research work, they have a kind of a control lab. Okay, they have kind of virtual machines, a very control lab, not showcasing or pointing to a public domain or public internet doing their research. Okay, if you get me very correct, I think so many research organizations, they are doing their research in their lab in a controlled environment, probably using virtual machines, not on the internet. Any attacks, any simulation attacks comes on the internet, that's a cyber attack. It's not going to be more of research. I believe you get me, or I answer your question.
Yes. It's clearer now.
Like me, I do a lot of cyber research, but I use virtual machines. I use last time you can clearly see we use Windows XP. We use Windows Server 2003. So it's in control. It happens in control environment, not on the internet. Any attack going outside or going in the internet is no more research work. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's clearer now. Secondly, please, the Nigeria's cyber threat landscape you showed. Please, can you kindly tell us the source, or you actually researched that, because it's quite concise. I like it.
As you can see from some of our view from the threat map, I used to click some of the links which clearly some of the threat map shows Nigeria. You can clearly see that. In fact, some of them say spamming, and we have seen an IP address that showcases that someone somewhere in Nigeria sending spam messages. I hope you have seen that.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other question, please? Mr. Umar, I'm trying to... I cannot hear Mr. Umar. Umar Farouk.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, your question.
I'm by name Mohammed Awad.
Mohammed Awad. Okay, go on, Mohammed Awad.
First of all, I want to thank you, Engineer Bad, for this webinar.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Despite I came late, I really benefit a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. First of all, I have two questions.
Okay, your question, sir.
Okay. One is there any guarantee that most of those sites that they provide service whereby they'll say you put your email in a particular place, and after you put your email there, you'll be able to know if it has been hacked? Is there any guarantee that they will be
So,
using your email for another purpose?
oh, sorry, I didn't get the last part. They say you put your email, and what's next?
Yeah, there's one test that you did for us that you use your particular email.
Oh, okay. That's yeah. I guess it. That website actually is very legit. In fact, millions of people are using that website. And if there is website has any plug by now, people will know. Such website, they are only collecting your email, not any other information. Okay. And I think if we probably click their terms and policy, you may get some more information regarding that. I think they are not for like spamming or something, doing any other thing with your email. I'm not their staff. I'm not marketing for them or saying any other thing about them, but I know I have been using them, and from using them, that's when I know that my email has been compromised. Okay, my email has been compromised. Yes, thank you. Any other question, please?
Then the second question.
Okay, second question.
The second question is,
yes.
There's this one that you said, whether this Sky Cure. I think the very last
Sky Cure. Yeah, Sky Cure. Yes. Yeah.
Is it in the manual? I have not gone through it.
Yeah. It's going to be in the slide. You see on the slide. Where immediately after the presentation, we are going to very soon. We're going to post the slide, all of them, and of course the video of this webinar. Yes.
Okay. I really appreciate it. I think a great job.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Any question, please? Question, please.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's Umar.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. I was thinking about something during the session. Now, these maps.
Yes.
Can you actually, let's say, as a security consultant, your client website has been, defaced.
Okay, yes.
Or probably their servers have been hacked into. Yes. So, how helpful would this map be in trying to, in trying to mitigate that attack? For example, maybe you want to trace the root of the attack. I'm sure there are steps for doing that. Maybe it might be beyond the scope.
I get you. Okay, if I get you correctly, let me answer your question this way. Most of these trade maps, vendors was produced or was put on by security vendors or security companies. What actually they showcase is the attacks coming from their kind of their subscribers or those who are using their security applications. I hope you are getting it. Let's take Kaspersky for a good example. Those attacks usually Kaspersky capture from their network is from their security subscribers who subscribe to their applications or their antivirus application. So also that of the FireEye, Checkpoint, and so many of the rest of the cyber threat map. They are security vendors, and they easily capture this. They have kind of sophisticated security center where they can easily see this threat in map and then translate it into to data or big data or transform the data into a map so that they can showcase and create a platform where someone else who even is not part of or is not their customer can be able to see that. So in nutshell, it's only happened. You cannot use this threat map to locate or find out who attacks your network. I don't easily think so. But if you subscribe to any one of, I cannot mention any name, but if you subscribe to any of these threat intelligence organization, they will provide you with an application that can easily help you to trace who have attacked, or even to trace if the attack is going or is ongoing or the attack is live, and the source and this is the destination of other various attacks through threat intelligence applications. Most of these vendors, they are, of course, showcasing or selling these types of threat intelligence applications. Okay, they are selling this or marketing this threat intelligence applications. And except if you are in corporate organizations, I recommend this because they are I know they are very expensive, of course. These threat intelligence applications, they are very, very expensive. But if you are in corporate organization, it's very, very good to have endpoint security, advanced firewall, and probably one of these threat intelligence application in place. Thank you, Mr. Omar. I hope I answer your question.
Yes, perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes, our moderator, Omar Farouk, is around. So any other question, please? Any other question? Yes, Mr. Omar, engineer.
Hello?
Yes, hello, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Question, please.
Okay, look, I can pick up now.
Yeah. Questions are welcome. We still have some few minutes to answer questions. And here your view or comment regarding our today's live cyber attack presentation. Comment, suggestion, or question. And then I would like to also add this disclaimer that all the information we showcase and presented is for information purpose only. Please, you should not abuse or utilize the information. Okay. And then lastly, you can feel free to ask any question. If we know it, we will actually answer. We are going to answer it. And if we don't know, we can simply tell you that we don't know the answer of that question. Okay. No more question. Question, comments, suggestion are welcome. Okay. We are live now. If Brian raise hand, Brian, you can ask. You can. Yeah. What's your question?
My engineer, mine is a commendation. You did
okay,
wonderful presentation. We are aspect of cyber attacks.
Okay.
How attacks are crossing Nigeria. It's very interesting.
Okay, that's good. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you very much, indeed.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. Thank you. So apart from Mr. Ibrahim, any other questions, or we should close the webinar for now? Hello? Yes. So so far so good. We have come to an end of this webinar of today. Live cyber attacks from different angles, overview of cyber trade and actors from over 15 global cyber attack maps presented to you today by Engineer Bash of Nigerian AntiPhishing Working Group. Thank you so much. Thank you for accepting our invitation, and thank you for being part of today's live webinar. See you soon in another webinar on different topic, on different aspects, and on interesting subject. Thank you. God bless. Goodbye.